This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
More laughter.
More fun. So the rest of my family in the East Coast, it's always better at the West Coast, though.
You continue to inspire everyone around the world, all the brethren around the world.
This is INCRadio Los Angeles.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in to INCRadio Los Angeles. My name is Sister Jalen Ventura, coming to you from the local congregation of Eagle Rock. The weather here today, I am actually in our district office here in Los Angeles, and the weather here today is currently 66 with a high of 82 and a low of 63. But I am not by myself today. I have my lovely co-panelist, co-host with me today. Let's start with Kuya Steph. Kuya Steph, good morning.
Good afternoon, good evening to everyone tuning in to INCRadio California, INCRadio Los Angeles. It's been a while. So the weather for today is 72 degrees Fahrenheit here in the Santa Clarita area. It is for those that are in the other states or other countries that use Celsius, it is 22 degrees Celsius. So it's a cool weather for today, but it might get hot later. The high for today, the high for later today will be 88 degrees. So again, if you are going outside, especially in the Santa Clarita area, please drink plenty of water. And please stay stay hydrated pretty much. So of course, again, I'm not here alone. We have Sister Marianne. Hello, Sister Marianne. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Sister Marianne coming from the locale of North Hollywood right now. Right now, it is a nice, cool 68 with a high of 86 later and also a low of 63. And yeah.
All right. So again, today's topic is going to be really great because we are actually continuing our series, our part 2 of last week's LAC Hidden Gems. Last week we were able to learn about the other hidden gems in the Ventura County and in the Santa Barbara County. So I did learn a lot of locations that I would definitely be going pretty soon. So, hopefully, especially the beaches, the parks, that we were able to see last week. So, definitely that's, those locations that we just saw last week. If you have not seen it, please do also watch last week's podcast. So definitely, it was one of the, really, there were some locations that I really didn't know that were really hidden. So definitely I will be paying a visit. But for today, we'll be discussing actually hidden gems here in the LA County. And there actually there were a lot that I discovered, but there were still plenty of other places that I just couldn't fit into one presentation. So definitely, this is going to be one type of series that we will definitely continue on in the future. But yeah, so Sister Jay and Sister Marianne, is there any other, before we start, is there any other places that you are excited to see, or you haven't been into these locations?
So I definitely, from last week's broadcast and even for today, I'm super excited for all of these new places. We were kind of going over it earlier and I was like, I don't know where this is. I don't know where that is. But I think that, like what you said, Clea Steph, we should put together like a Word document and then we'll like check off if we've been there or
Yes.
not. And I know that I say that every year, but I'm determined to do it this year. And I hope that we
Yes.
can all do it together and go on like a field trip. We can all do that. That'd be so fun. But there are a lot of places in today's broadcast in particular that I straight up have not been to. There are a few here that I was like, how do I pronounce that word? But you'll see later, to our viewers and our listeners. Sister Marianne, do you know of any other places, or did you have the same experience as me where you were reading it and you were like, where's that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I was looking through it as well, but I did notice that, like, even being born and raised in LA, like, some of these I haven't even heard of, and then some of these I definitely have been, like, more times than I can think of. So definitely excited to share with our viewers. Yes.
All
Absolutely.
right. So, all right. So, Koyatek, if you can please present our presentation for today. Yeah. So, for Ellie's hidden gems. So we'll start with our number one, our first one, which is the Vista Hermosa Natural Park. It's first of all, it's the first of its kind, which was Vista Hermosa opened in 2008 as the first new public park in downtown Los Angeles in over 100 years. It's Hollywood's secret spot for its popular filming locations. There's been a plenty of various films that have featured this place. It's the park's iconic downtown LA skyline view and lush landscape that have appeared in TV shows, music videos, and movies. It is urban It's urban wilderness. This park blends wild and urban elements, uh, oak trees, boulders, and native plants and streams, but you're still right next to the downtown skyscrapers. The Skyline Lover's Paradise. It is one of the best hidden spots for watching the sunsets over downtown LA, and photographers and couples love its natural amphitheater for the view. There is the Snake Slide Playground, which is the kids' play area, features a whimsical climbing snake and boulder slide built to look like a natural element while still being fun and safe. Um, and then there are over 60 species of birds that have spotted here, and the name meaning, which is Vista Hermosa, means beautiful view, which is definitely it's a beautiful view in Spanish, which really lives up to its name. And beloved locals, despite its beauty, many LA residents still have never heard of it, making it one of the city's best kept secrets. So this is definitely one of the best views here in the LA area.
I absolutely agree. I took my pictures there for my birthday this year. So that's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, I know this place. I love this place. And you're right. Actually, when I was there, there was a couple who had just gotten married who did their pictures there as well. And so there were so many other people also taking pictures. So it's just a great place overall. And then you get to see like different people, like there were some playing soccer and all these other things, but it's just a great park to have, especially just in the busy city of downtown LA. It's really cool to be there. Sorry to cut you off, Quisa, but I just wanted to give my two
No.
cents on this location because I
Yeah.
do love it there. It's great. Um, so I'm gonna actually pass it over to Sister Marianne for the next one, which I have not been to. So, Sister Marianne, let's tell everyone where I have not been.
Well, yes, I also have not, but this is the Baldwin Hills Scenic Overlook. And yeah, so about this one, there is 282 mystery steps. The main staircase has 282 steps made of recycled concrete from an on-site demolition. Even though it has uneven heights ranging from 3.5 to nearly 20 inches. Ooh, that's a lot. Making your climb a quirky and challenging workout. And yeah, so definitely going to be a bit of a walk, but that's okay. Stunning panoramas wide as the eyes can see. From the summit, about 375 feet above sea level, you can spot really cool icons of LA, like the Hollywood sign, downtown LA, the ocean, Palos Verdes, and when it's really clear, you can even see Catalina Island or Mount San Jacinto over 150 miles away. Yes, workout with a view. So the steep stairs are a local favorite for fitness challengers, burning roughly 80 to 160 calories going up. Okay, I see there is a target audience. Yes. A beloved sunset spot, despite officially closing at sunset, the Overlook is a magnet for locals wanting a front row seat to the city's artful dusk glow, and it's still used after hours to watch LA's lights come alive. Yes, and then they Park to Playa Trail beginning. The Overlook serves as an eastern trailhead of the Park to Playa Trail, a about 13-mile route that connects the Baldwin Hills parklands all the way to the Pacific Ocean. So this one seems like it'll be a bit of a walk. So some people, if you don't prefer that, that's okay. But I think it'd be worth the view. What do you guys think?
I think you're absolutely right about a target audience, definitely. I was like, oh, 282 steps. I mean, I can barely do maybe like 10, but we'll see. I mean, it seems like a very fun place to be, especially if you're saying that all of the views on the top. Clea, Steph, have you been here before?
I actually did. So I did do all those steps, and I did it twice. So it is those stairs are really it's a good workout, definitely a good workout. You will definitely, you'll feel the pain and the burn, but as soon as you get up as soon as you get all the way to the top, it is a very deserving view. So even though you are going to get tired at the top, you still have the most beautiful view. And again, once you get to the top, it's really awesome to really see like the whole view. Like it's literally a 360-degree view of the whole city. And it's really good, especially in the mornings, or even in the sunsets, because it really is a good spot for those sunset views. So really, if you are if you are working out, this is your, and you love stairs, this is your spot to go to.
I mean, 282 stairs. You would have to love stairs. You're right. So when you said you did it twice, you're talking about like twice, once going up, once going down, or you went like two different times going up these stairs?
I went up, and then I went down, and I went up again.
Well, that seems like a lot of fun. So maybe that will
Yes.
be something to add on to the list of things to do. In addition to that, let's move on to our next one. So this is called the Secret Swing in Elysian Park. And the view, so the swing is actually perched on top of a hill at Angels Point, offering the sweeping views over Frogtown, the East LA Hills, and even glimpses of downtown LA and Dodger Stadium. So artists have occasionally painted messages or symbols on the swing seat, turning it into a temporary art piece. So local photographers use it for senior portraits, engagement shoots, or fashion editorials, thanks to its dreamy city meets nature type of feel. And even though it's just a swing on a hillside, the experience of swinging over city views gives people that childlike sense of wonder and freedom. Okay, so this is also a very interesting thing to talk about because it's just a swing on top of a hill. Steph, that's what we're looking at? It looks fun. I mean, the pictures that we have here, those views are really nice. Do I have to walk up 282 flights of stairs to get here?
No.
Ah! Yes. Please no. One of these days, I think we will get to the point where I can walk up those stairs. And when I do, you will all hear about it. And I will not stop talking about it when it happens.
Oh yeah. No, for real. It I mean, I have not been to this place, but I heard a lot of great just positive views about this. So definitely this is one spot to really take really good pictures, especially if you are a photographer, and just for if like, even if you're not even if you're not a photographer, this is still a great place for you to just take pictures, enjoy the view. You can even really enjoy just the peacefulness about this area. So definitely this is one of the good spots to just to really enjoy the view.
I wonder if people actually swing on it.
There is.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, that is kind of cool too that some artists like what they put their names on it. So they're kind of like making their mark on a swing. That's cool.
All right. So next up, we have the Ascot Hills Park. So Ascot Hills Park is the history is a tulip shaped hills which are named after the Legion Ascot Speedway. The park development, which the Ascot Hills was envisioned as public open space as early as the 1930 Olmsted Plan, and it didn't open until 2005 with a full park as access established in 2011. For the recreation and scenery, popular for its scenic trails, visitors can enjoy a mile-long loop with steady elevation gain that leads to a peak offering sweeping views of downtown LA, the San Gabriel Mountains, and Mount Wilson Observatory, and also Griffith Park, even as well as the Catalina Island on clear days. The park includes amenities like 2 parking lots, a small amphitheater, public restrooms and picnic tables, and a water fountain. It's open daily from 5:30 a.m. until sundown and is dog friendly. For the scenic views, there are photographers love shooting here during golden hour, and the warm light at sunrise or sunset highlights the rolling hills and city skyline, which is beautifully making for its stunning landscape and nature shots. I've been here before, but not specifically this area. Last time I went here, it was really hard to really like find the specific spot because I was really looking for this spot. Um, but again, this is one spot that I definitely want to visit because it is, especially with like the aesthetics wise, with the with the gate, with like it really just frames and just focuses and frames around the towers of downtown LA. It's really aesthetic wise looks really good. So definitely really excited to again visit there. Hopefully soon. But yeah, especially in the golden hour because these pictures look really nice. If for those that are just listening, we are looking at just a city escape of downtown LA in the golden hour of sunset, and it has there are some gates that are kind of surrounding it and that are perfectly framing downtown LA in the distance. So definitely that is one view or one area to really look at.
Absolutely. Sister Marianne, have you been here or have you heard of this park before?
I actually never heard of this one before, but it sounds quite appealing. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned like that there's like a small amphitheater, public restrooms, picnic tables. So, I mean, that's things that I personally like. I mean, 2 parking lots. Yes, we love public.
Unheard of in LA to have.
Yes, in LA. So, very appealing. Would have to go there.
Absolutely. Sister Marianne, what's next on our list?
Okay, so our next one is going to be the Topanga Overlook. Yes, so this is another iconic viewpoint that offers one of the most breathtaking panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean, Santa Monica Mountains, in the Los Angeles Basin. On clear days, you can see all the way to downtown LA and Catalina Island as well. So I'm sensing kind of a pattern with a lot of these overlooks. It's a historic route, so it's the trail to Topanga Overlook follows part of the historic Old Topanga Canyon Road, used during the early 1900s for transporting goods between the coast and inland area. So it has that kind of historic fact about that. It's a popular hiking destination. It's a relatively short hike, about 3 miles round trip, making it a favorite for locals and visitors who want quick access to stunning vistas without a long trek. This overlook is famous as a sunset spot, drawing photographers, couples, and nature lovers eager to catch golden hour views over the ocean and hills. And also, it's a very popular filming location. The Topanga Overlook and its trails have appeared in a lot of various movies and commercials due to their dramatic scenery and proximity to Los Angeles. So, yeah, Topanga Overlook, if you're not seeing what we're seeing, the pictures are absolutely breathtaking. I personally haven't been there either, but this is one that I would have to put on my list as well. Kuya Steph, have you been here before?
We actually did. We actually just filmed we actually filmed in cinema in that area. I think a couple years ago. I don't remember when, but we did film in cinema here. So um, it was really breathtaking. Just just looking at the views, especially in the Topanga Overlook. Definitely one of the spots that you have to really just visit because the views are. Oh, there you go. Okay, thank you, brother Ivan. We actually filmed this for to find my place film. So definitely, if you have not seen it, you should. You should watch to find my place uh to see that area. But it's one of those places that you just really have to really be there in person just to see the views around that area. So definitely one of the spots to go to.
Yeah, and it would be so fun to see a different kind of view because I think what some of the views that we talked about a little earlier were a lot of like downtown LA. And when you look at the Topanga Overlook, it does look more like there's the trees and nature. So exactly like what Sister Marianne said, for nature lovers, that would be a great spot to go to. And it is cool to think and note that we did do an Iron Cinema film at that overlook. So that's a fun fact as well for that location. So as we move on to our next category, we're looking at nature escapes. So the first one that we're going to talk about for this one is the Ernest E. Debs Regional Park. So spanning 282 acres, the park features native California walnut and oak woodlands, coastal sage scrub, and chaparral ecosystems, providing a haven for various wildlife species. It was established in the late 1960s. The park was named after former Los Angeles County Supervisor Ernest E. Debs, recognizing his contributions to urban development and an open space preservation. The park boasts several miles of hiking and cycling trails, including the Butterfly Loop and Scrub J Trail, leading to scenic vistas of the Arroyo Seco, San Gabriel Mountains, and downtown Los Angeles. The Audubon Center at Debs Park was the first carbon neutral building built in the United States, designed with sustainable architecture, features like solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and natural ventilation. It's a shining example of eco-friendly design. The park is famous for its butterfly population, especially during migration season. So you can often spot California dog-faced butterflies and several other native species fluttering through the chaparral and oak woodlands. The park hosts occasional outdoor concerts, art exhibits, and cultural events, fostering a vibrant connection between nature, art, and the local community. I think we had an activity over here not that long ago, right?
I think so. I think so.
But again, another beautiful place to be, especially
Yes.
learning of the different things that you have, like all of the butterflies that you have there, sustainable architecture. It's also cool knowing how eco-friendly everyone is and recycling and all those fun stuff. So at least we have another park that we can go to and just see. It is funny though that this 202 acre or 202 step situation is following us for the second time around, but hey, maybe there is a secret meaning around it and we just don't know it yet. But have any of you been here before?
I have not. I'm not mistaken. I did, if I can remember, because just like what you said, Sister Jalen. I know there's, if I can remember, there was an activity, but I just don't know what. But I remember, I remember seeing this. I remember seeing the lake and I believe the bridge. So again, it's one of those parks that you can definitely just enjoy in peace, and just take in the the sounds and the sights of the park. And just being there is just really peaceful, pretty much. Just being there, and just you can even read a book there. You can write, you can write in your journal, just anything. And it's one of the best things to go to.
Yeah, I personally have not, but I swear it looks like I feel like we have had like countless activities in like parks like this. So maybe we have, and I just forgot about it. But
Maybe we will. That's
maybe
what
we will.
Oh, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
because I do like this idea of, I mean, I am a journal girl. I have not said it today, but I will say it again. I am a journal girl, and it does look like one of those places that we can sit down, have a picnic. See, I'm saying this list, if we make a Google Doc of all of the things that we're talking about today, I can guarantee you we can get them done. I know Ate Jo and I have been talking about it. If you guys want to get in on this as well, Sister Marianne, Kuya Steph, you guys are
Share
more
the
than
doc.
welcome.
Let's do it.
Let's
Share the
do
doc.
it. What else
All
do
right.
we have?
All right, next up is the UCLA Botanical Garden. So this is a diverse plant collections. The garden boasts over 3,000 plant species, including rare and exotic varieties, such as the Malaysian, this is a this is a word, such as the Malaysian rhododendrons, bromeliads, cyclades, and Hawaiian natives. The educational resource, which is the garden serves as an outdoor laboratory for UCLA courses in ecology, evolution, and uh, bio biogeography. I'm sorry, I can't even say anything today. Providing students with hands-on learning experiences. It is a free admission. The garden is open daily and offers free admission, making it accessible for all visitors. No requirement to be a student to enter. There are themed gardens. Which includes the California Native Garden, the Mediterranean Garden, Hawaiian Garden, and the Ancient Forest sections. The research for the botanical gardens are being used for researchers to study climate change effects on plant species and experiment with drought-resistant plants suited for Southern California's climate. This garden as well, this garden is also served or being used as a filming location for several movies, TV shows, and commercials. You know, just like Hollywood for here, thanks to its lush, diverse, and photogenic environment. So, you know, for those that don't know that we actually have one of the biggest and largest botanical gardens, it's right here in LA County, which is in UCLA. So, you know, definitely it's one of those really just one of those hidden gems that that even I don't even really I didn't really I didn't really realize it not until I think I passed one of those social media posts, and I was like, wow, this is definitely interesting. So one of the best botanical gardens here in the LA County.
Sister Marianne, since you are a UCLA graduate, have you been here before? Did you have any classes here?
Well, this one is so exciting for me to talk about. I've actually been here twice in my undergrad
Yes.
career. I could yap about it all day. It's so beautiful. I recommend everyone to come see it. It's really cool because you can just come and like bring a laptop and study. There's sometimes you'll see some students like studying environmental science just doing like research casually, and there's even like a lot of different little ponds. Sometimes you'll catch like a turtle. Yeah, but this is one that I am very proud to say I've been multiple times. I've even brought my sister, so it's definitely one that I would recommend to. Yeah, so have you guys been there?
I have not, but after hearing you speak about it, can you take me there?
I will take you there.
As an experienced UCLA alumni at the UCLA Botanical Garden, that'll be such a good journal entry for me.
Well, yes.
We should definitely do that. Sister Marianne, what else is on our list?
Okay, we're gonna move on to the Ferndale Nature Trail. So this one has a lot of diverse plant life as well. The trail is home to over 50 species of ferns, hence the name, yes, including both native and non-native varieties. Notable species include the maidenhair fern, sword fern, and lady fern, coexisting with exotic plants like elephant ear plants and climbing English ivy. The Ferndale Nature Trail is a half-mile shaded path scenic walk that meanders alongside a trickling stream, offering a serene and picturesque environment. The trail features rustic bridges, ponds, and lush greenery, providing a tranquil landscape escape within the city. Yes, visitors can observe a variety of wildlife along the trail, including red-eared slider turtles, crayfish, koi fish, and various bird species such as hawks and woodpeckers. Ooh. And it's also a hotspot for bird watching enthusiasts who come to look at different species such as wrens and hummingbirds, especially during migration seasons. The trail is easily accessible from Ferndale Drive and serves as a getaway to other parts of Griffith Park, including the hike to the Griffith Observatory. So I personally have not been to this, but it definitely seems like something that I would put on my list to go to. Steph, have you been here?
I have not been here, but just looking at these pictures, that bridge right there, that looks really good for a photo, definitely. But it looks nice though. I do want to go to. I do want to visit there.
Definitely. Yeah, I would say absolutely me too. This is one that seems like a hidden gem, but would definitely have to put that on the Google Doc. Put that on the Google Doc.
Oh, yes, yes, with the
Yes.
little tree emoji and maybe
Yes.
we can go bird watching. We're gonna unlock so many new hobbies this way, guys. It's gonna be so good. And then we're gonna share it here on INC Radio Los Angeles. It'll be so good. Okay, that's what I'm pitching. I'm pitching it. It's here now. So let's add another one to our Google Doc. We have Lake Hollywood Park. So Lake Hollywood Park offers one of the most picturesque and unobstructed views of the iconic Hollywood sign. It's a favorite spot for photographers and tourists seeking that perfect shot. The park surrounds the Hollywood Reservoir, completed in 1924 as part of the Mulholland Dam project. The reservoir has a capacity of 2.5 billion gallons and a maximum depth of over 180 feet. The area is home to various plant species, including California poppies, coast live oaks, and California sages. Bird watchers can spot species like blue herons, ducks, and red-tailed hawks. The park features a 3.5-mile paved loop around the reservoir, ideal for walking, jogging, and cycling. The Wisdom Tree Trail, accessible from the park, leads to a solitary pine tree that survived the 2007 wildfires, offering panoramic views of Los Angeles. I think that we have seen this park before. I did not know that I can walk around the lake, but now I know, and now I'm gonna do it. That sounds like a fun time. Have you guys heard of or been to Lake Hollywood Park, Sister Marianne?
This one, no. I feel like I've always just seen the Hollywood sign from a far distance, but this is definitely gonna go on that list. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we're gonna start this Google Drive. We're gonna get it going, and then we'll be there. Let's actually clear Steph. I think we have one more for our nature escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one more. So one more before we go to our team live chat with the YouTube comments. We have Tuna Canyon Park. So the Tuna Canyon Park offers breathtaking 360-degree vistas with views stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the San Gabriel Mountains. The park's ridges rise approximately 1,500 feet above the ocean, providing some of the most stunning panorama views in the Santa Monica Mountains. The park features multiple trails, including Hearst Tank Motorway and Big Rock Lateral. A combined 5.1-mile hike offers hikers the opportunity to experience both east and west facing viewpoints, showcasing the diverse landscapes of the area. In the spring, the Tuna Canyon Park bursts with colorful wildflowers, including California poppies, lupins, and hummingbird sages, making it a favorite for nature photographers. And then, due to low light pollution compared to the city, Tuna Canyon is a great spot for stargazing on clear nights. So, you know what's funny is that every location that has a bench has a great view. If you go back to the Vista Hermosa, it had a bench, right? It has a bench and it has a great view. So, for those locations, look for a bench, and you'll guarantee you'll find a good view. So, this is one again one of those. I think it's one of those areas that you definitely want to go to and just sit in the bench and just close your eyes. And it's one of those areas to go to. But yeah, other than that, these are just part one, or one half of the areas that we've already been to with these locations. So we'll move on to our YouTube comments. So what's going on Team Live Chats?
So we have Sister Sheila Makutai, who says, "Good morning, my fellow brethren. Rise and shine po. Happy streaming weekend and happy anniversary INC po. Hashtag LA." We have Kaijim Cordova. Good morning po from hashtag ER. Hello po Kaijim, my resident minister. Shout out to you po. We have Sister Irene May Aragonez, who says, "Good morning po from hashtag ER." Good morning po Ate Irene. And we also have my siblings in the chat as well. Good morning po to Brother Justoni Factura, who says hello po and happy viewing from LAC. And my sister, Sister Bea Factura, good morning po, happy viewing from hashtag ER. Okay, I'm going to read this last one, but it's because it's my mom. So let me also give a shout out to my mom. Good morning po, happy viewing po, hashtag ER. Shout out to Sister Jalen, who is me. Hi, Mom. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Sister Marian, who else is in our live chat?
Okay, I see Brother Ivan Capistrano says, Sister Marian is also an awesome host. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is my second time hosting. And then I also see we have brethren from Glendale, Sister Seni. Good morning po to all brethren. And we also, Brother Ivan says, happy birthday, Brother Steph.
Woo! Woo! Happy birthday, Krista!
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Oh, that
Wow.
was cool.
All right. Thanks, Tech.
Steph, do you want to go ahead and read some more comments for us?
Yes. There's a couple more. Last ones we have Simplicio Castillo. They say hello, brethren, from hashtag Lancaster. We have Sister Agent Campesano. She says, "I'll keep the car warm while you guys check out those 200 plus stairs." And then Brother Ivan says, "It's not a secret anymore." True. And then Sister Carmina, she says, "Good morning, po. Happy listening from the local congregation of hashtag Eagle Rock." And then we have Sister Jennifer Trinidad. She says, "Hi all, from viewing from the local Long Beach, Orange County, California, adding lots of these places to my list. I work in downtown LA, so some of these places are close by for a visit." Again, thank you so much for those that are viewing, that are listening. Please do continue to comment down below. And again, if you see these, make sure to add these lists to these locations to your list, so you can definitely check those out. All right. So with that being said, we will go back to our second half of our locations, our hidden gems, which will start with the urban exploration and artistic spots. We will now start with Sister Marian. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this first one in this list is going to be the Heidelberg Park, a rare black walnut woodland. It preserves one of the few remaining stands of Southern California's black walnut woodland in the region, a habitat once common in the area but now considered rare. It's a compact urban oasis at around 18 acres. The park offers a peaceful natural retreat with native flora, bird life, and natural ridge trails right within the city limits. The park features informal single-track trails, often shared with the adjacent Moon Canyon Park, with a trailhead just left of the main sign. The winding paths lead down through grasses and walnut trees to residential streets, so kind of a hidden trail network. It also has panoramic city views. From the ridge, hikers can enjoy sweeping views over LA, making it an ideal spot for sunset watching or quiet contemplation. There are short loop trails. All trails list in 0.8-mile out and back route with modest elevation gain, taking around just 30 minutes. It's lightly trafficked and dog friendly, though trails may be overgrown or slippery at times. So just be careful, brethren. And lastly, local wildlife and wildflowers. Seasonal wildflowers bloom in the spring, and the shaded walnut grove attracts birds and small mammals, making it a pleasant spot for lovers and photographers. So, yes, this one seems very beautiful. The grass is very green from the pictures that we see. There is even like a little gazebo. Do a little contemplation with journaling. Sister
Ooh.
J.
Ooh, my language. Yeah. It does look so nice. I don't know it like kind of looks like a castle. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little, but yes, contemplating, journaling, all my favorite things. Again, things that we can do together. So we can do that at this park. Another place that we can do that at though. The next one does look very interesting as well. And this one also is giving a little bit of castle vibes. But this is Watts Towers. So it's constructed entirely by Italian immigrant Sabato Simon Rodia over 33 years. The Watt Towers were built in his spare time, all without scaffolding or formal tools. He climbed the towers himself using a Windows washer's belt and built within his own reach. That's pretty cool. The complex includes 17 interlinked sculptures, not just the famous three spires. These also include 2 mosaic walls, a gazebo, a ship-shaped structure called the Ship of Marco Polo, fountains and seating, all richly decorated with shells, bottles, broken tiles, and mirrors. So Simon Rodia never used formal blueprints or architectural plans. He designed everything from memory and intuition, often sketching ideas in the dirt before building. He collected broken tiles, bottles, seashells, mirrors, ceramics, scrap metal, steel rods, wire mesh, a lot, and mortar from the surrounding Watts neighborhood. So kids would bring him discarded objects after school in exchange for coins or snacks. Rodia named the entire structure Nuestro Pueblo, which means our town in Spanish, despite being Italian. It was his tribute to the multicultural spirit of the area, and engineers studying the towers have found that their structure follows precise mathematical symmetry and proper load distribution, astonishing given that Rodia had no formal engineering education. That's really cool. This is like an upcycled piece. I don't know. Have any of you seen this one before?
I have, and I've been there before. So it's really interesting because it's just to see like all the materials that was put together, like for example like all the glass and the ceramics, the scrap metal, like all those things that you will definitely appreciate how well put together this tower, this building is pretty much. And this is a fun fact, but this actually withheld the Northridge earthquake. So this is definitely one of the it's one of those just to see it, you have to believe it, just these, for those that want to see it, so definitely if you want to visit, come down to Watts, and just to see all of that. So just for that, just to appreciate the artwork is definitely astonishing, pretty much. All right. Next up, we have the Bradbury Building. Brad Building is built in 1983 and is the oldest commercial building in downtown LA, which is still in use and one of the most architectural celebrated. The design was inspired by Edward Bellamy's 1887 novel Looking Backward, and the book described a building lit from above by sunlight and filled with open cage elevators, exactly like the Bradbury. The building's amazing interior has appeared in dozens of movies and shows, and is definitely Hollywood esque. And the city's landmark is one of the is declared as Los Angeles Historic Cultural Monument in 1962 and a National Historic Landmark in 1977. It is still in use today, despite over being 130 years old. And the Bradbury Building is still houses active businesses and government offices. The lobby is open to the public during the day, and it's praised by design icons like Frank Lloyd Wright and Ray Bradbury, which is no relation, and remains one of the most photographed buildings in LA. And of course, it's the Bradbury Building represents what LA is known for, which is the hidden beauty behind plain surfaces, mixture of cultures and cinematic grandeur tucked into everyday places. So this is one of the most gorgeous spots, to take a picture in, and it's definitely when you go inside here, you would definitely understand the architecture behind it, and just appreciate the lines, the old elevators. You will definitely see, and you're just looking up, and you can see everything. So yeah, I just really appreciative and just really passionate about, especially with these, especially one of these, especially this building, pretty much.
Yeah, this one is really cool. I personally have not been here, but I so want to go. I feel like anywhere you can just take a picture from anywhere in that building and it would be so aesthetic. Very, very internet worthy. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so this next one, well, we'll move on to our next one, the Sunken City. Yes. Okay, so the slow earth slide, beginning in 1929, part of a seaside neighborhood slid into the Pacific at a staggering rate of up to 11 inches per day. Over time, nearly 40,000 square feet of land, about 6 acres, disappeared into the ocean. The landslide carried away original infrastructure, such as the old Pacific Electric red car tracks, sidewalks, and street foundations now sit fractured and exposed. Over the decades, its crumbling concrete and streets have been covered with vibrant graffiti and murals, turning the site into an impromptu street art gallery. From high atop the eroded bluffs, visitors can often spot Pacific gray whales migrating, sea lions lounging below, and even dolphins and pelicans in nearby waters. Lastly, the sunken city is ingrained in San Pedro's identity, celebrated in local art, storytelling, and annual gatherings, despite being unofficial. Ooh, so this one is a little different from the ones that we've talked about, but it honestly seems like an impromptu like movie scene. I feel like I'd see this in some plane crash movie or something. Sister J, have you seen this one before?
I have not, but you're right. It is giving like an airplane crash in a movie situation, but I think that's why it's so appealing, is because it looks like this could have been part of a movie. And I'm pretty sure maybe at some point it was. But this is definitely somewhere that I'd like to go. It looks really cool, and especially the whole impromptu art gallery little tidbit that you gave, that does look pretty nice. In addition to the sunken city, though, I think that this next place has been in a movie. I don't know, but you guys can tell me. So the next one is the Second Street Tunnel, and it officially opened on July 25th, 1924. The tunnel was designed to relieve congestion from the nearby Third Street Tunnel. Construction began in 1916, but was delayed by legal battles and engineering setbacks until 1924. Its glossy white glazed German tiles act like a giant photographic light box, perfect for reflecting headlights, neon, and camera flashes. So the tunnel has appeared in dozens of major films, and it's also a go-to for car commercials. Approximately 73 automaker ads filmed there from 2006 to 2008, so averaging more than 2 per month. And the city of Los Angeles partnered with a light company to install dynamic lighting at the western entrance. These lights can change color and mood, often used to enhance film shoots or public events. So, kind of like what we were saying about the sunken city, the Second Street Tunnel actually has been known to do a lot of filming. And I mean, when you look at it, it's not like any other tunnel I've seen before. So it'll actually be really cool to see. I'm pretty sure I might have driven through it at some point, but I'm trying not to look out my window that often. But if that does happen in the Second Street Tunnel, I will be thoroughly amazed. Um, but that's what we have for the Second Street Tunnel. Kuya Steph, what else is there?
All right, so next up is the Bunker Hill Steps. Designed by famed landscape architect Lawrence Halprin, the Bunker Hill Steps were completed in 1989 through to 1990. They connect Hope Street to Fifth Street and the Central Library. Halprin pictured these as LA's own version of the Spanish Steps, which is an inviting public room for pedestrians. The terraces mimic a lively street complete with cafes, shops, water features, and resting areas. Running down the center of the staircase is a water feature cascade flowing with a round fountain at the top into a basin at the bottom, resembling a natural stream with the rocky concrete forms. Halprin described his role as choreographing human movement through space. The steps guide footsteps gracefully and intuitively through shifting vantage points, views, and experiences. The staircase consists of 103 risers spanning 5 urban stories from street to hilltop, branded humorously by locals as Cardiac Hill. Definitely, when you look at this, it definitely look like a cardiac hill. And then finally, the staircase consists of 103 again risers spanning from again branded from humorously with cardiac steps. So definitely this is one of the steps that, you know, when you look into this, it will definitely seem, you know, overwhelming. So, you know, it again, those steps look really daunting, but again, the view once you go to the top is very, very deserving. So, you know, these are just one of the another steps again, you know, to look at and to even just, you know, but if you actually, there are actually I forgot to also include this, but if you do not want to go to those steps, right, there's an actual hidden elevator under that. So for those that don't want to go into those, or for those that don't want to go up to the steps, there is a hidden elevator down under there. So yeah, definitely one of those steps that you really want to look at. Again, unfortunately, we do want to close out the show. There's just, again, so many hidden gems here in the Los Angeles County. You know, I just want to special mentions. For example, if you know are interested in the beaches, there is White Point Beach. There's Abalone Cove. There's La Chuza Beach. And then there's, if you want those hangout spots, there's the garden at the Getty Villa Museum, and then the Last Bookstore. So again, there's just so many hidden spots. And you know, if you are not from the LA area, what are you waiting for? Come visit. And you know, let us be your tour guides, because you know we do want to, we do want you to see all the gems of the LA County area. So you know, for those that are just visitors that are outside of, if you're from the OC, come here. If you're from a different state, from a different district, come here. You're more than welcome. And you know, again, you know, we're definitely building out that list. You know, so Sister Jalen, you know, and Sister Marianne prepared that list. So, you know, it's going to be a good one. But other than that, you know, we do want to close out the show. And we, for those that comment down below, for those that, you know, that were in the comments in the team live chat, we definitely appreciate you. There were a lot of comments for today, but, you know, for those that we were not able to read your comments, again, we do appreciate you. And we do, you know, like to just you know, shout out to all everyone in the team live chat, and to also the viewers and listeners that are listening and viewing our show. Thank you so much. So with that being said, uh, special thank yous to our district staff, to all the district ministers, and to all the resident ministers, and to all the resident workers of the District of Los Angeles County. We thank you so much, Paul. And to also our executive producer Kamali Daya, to our station manager Kawali Taray, and to also, lastly but not the least, to our deputy executive minister Angelo Manalo, and lastly but not the least, to our executive minister Eduardo Manalo. Thank you so much, Paul. Again, with that being said, please tune in for next Saturday. And again, if you want to, if you have missed these, I know there are a lot of these location spots, but if you want a list, let us know. We will gladly give it to you. But yeah, other than that, until next time, we continue to bring you more laughter. Jalen,
More fun.
Marianne,
More
LAC.
LAC.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.